Okay, there's 3 habits that you can implement into your game starting this weekend that are gonna make you stand out to D1 coaches. Because if you're anything like I was, maybe you were a good player or like an above average player, but you knew to get to the next level, to get that scholarship that you've been working towards, you need to be improving even faster and separating yourself from all the other like top talent guys out there. There's so many MLS Next, ECNL teams out there. If you're one of the best players in your team now, there's like hundreds of you. And there's only so many spots, okay? If we haven't met yet, my name is Chris. I help players do exactly that, especially center midfielders, so they can get the attention that they deserve. Most players are similar, or a lot of players are similar to me, where they were super hardworking, but they just knew they needed more, like I said. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk about the fact that the D1 level, or just the college level in general, a very small percentage of players ever get to that standard, get to that, have that ability to even be on a team. Even less than that, touch the field. Even less than that, become starters. Okay, so you need to improve way faster. You need to implement these 3 things. This is what I've learned over 4 years of playing college, of being a D1 captain as well, having 5,000 minutes at that position. So hopefully you can pick something up from this. Again, I don't know who you are, so I don't know if you even will work hard at implementing these. If you are, then these will help. I got some notes here. So the first thing, and we're going to go a little bit tactical. The first thing you can do is start to position yourself below. And here's what I mean. I won't take too long explaining this, but if you're here, this is the field. Here, this is going to apply probably more to like 6s and 8s. If you guys are going this way, say this is your teammate in green. He's like your left back. Okay, and this is you. Maybe you're a 6 or you're an 8. Okay, your job, pretty much any time if you want to switch the ball, and a D1 trait is to switch the ball, you want to obsess over being below this line. Okay, again, if we're going this way to the right, you want to be below this line. A lot of players will try to receive a ball, like they'll try to receive a ball and switch it when they're like up here. They're like up here. So they're trying to switch the ball, but it's coming here. They haven't been able to check their shoulder. And so like they have to like do this like weird little spin move and then hit it out. But that's just so inefficient. The easiest way to switch the ball is just always be below. This is like, again, I was a 6, so this is pretty easy for me to talk about. I've seen all the time. Anytime your left back has it, your right back has it, your 8 has it, your winger has it, you want to be below them. You want to be below them. That's going to make this opening up so much easier because you're able to see the field. Okay, I hope that makes sense. You want to be seeing the field as much as possible. Second thing that you can be doing is move away. It's kind of similar. Again, like these aren't complicated, but the game's not complicated. The D1 guys are just way better at the simple stuff than you are. That's just the truth. That was the truth for me. I showed up, I was one of the worst players there. And then I learned that they just do this stuff really well because they knew what they were supposed to be training. They had a D1 coach or D1 teammates to help them. You know what I mean? So they had that experience. The second thing, we're gonna use this like left back example again. Did I say left back up here? Yeah, I did. We're gonna use this left back example. So maybe you're an 8 this time. Okay, where is the space if the left back has the ball? Where is the space? It's away. It's far. It's away. So many guys, like especially if we have this and the ball moves from one side to the other. It starts here at the right back. Oops. Starts here at the right back. We're going this way. Starts here at the right back. Ball goes here. Ball goes here. Ball goes here. What are all the defenders doing? They're all going like this. They're all shifting, which is what they should do. And as they do this, say you are like the 8 or the 6, say you're like an 8, where should you go? If the ball is here at the left back, either stand still and let them just run past you or go away. Go away. You ever play against that center mid and he's your man, but you always get attracted to the ball, and then all of a sudden, like they make a, like the outside back or the winger, the center back makes a line, like a breaking lines pass, and it beats you, it gets on your man, and you turn around, he's like backpedaling away. He's like going the opposite direction. He's like so far, and you're like, dude, where did you even go? And your coach gets mad at you, and your teammates get mad at you because you let this whole gap go open, and then he goes and scores on the counterattack, or he plays in the counterattack. Let that be you. You be that guy. You be that guy. As everybody else starts to go this way, you just stand still, and you'll open yourself up naturally. Right? My coach used to always tell me that, like the center backs would be playing back and forth, and I would be trying to like dart into space and like always arrive at the right time. But you watch the best guys, they actually just stand still. And they also understand that a lot of times they don't receive like, they don't receive the first pass necessarily. So when the ball goes here, going here, ball goes to the right center back, the 9's pressing like this. Like for me, something I would always do is I would always be trying to like run back and forth as fast as possible, like trying to dart open, get the space, dart open, get the space. Like, yeah, here you go. All I needed to do was just stand still. So when the ball did like come here, this guy pressed, instead of me trying to like run in circles all over, just stand still. The ball's going to move this way. This like X is going to be out the way because he pressed. And now I'm away and I stood still, and now I can turn out. Does that make sense? But if you're always just trying to run wherever the ball goes, you're always going to be like, you're going to mark yourself, because that's what defenders do. That's what they're supposed to do. So just stay away, move away. The last thing, this is a huge one, and a lot of the guys have really enjoyed this one. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really figure it out until I stopped playing. I did it like naturally, maybe. But this is so huge. I wish someone told me this earlier. It's the idea of the big check and the small check. Your big check should be only 25% of the time or less. Small checks should be like 75 or more. And what does that mean? Well, you ever see like the guys before they receive the ball, it's on the way to them, they have this last scan, right? Going this way. The ball is going in here. As it's arriving, they're taking one last quick scan, and then they know that they have like this gap to turn into, and then they can turn and go forwards, right? But most importantly, if we're like this X here, ball's over here, or maybe it's like up here with like the left winger. Okay, your job, like as this ball is traveling, like you're not really involved, because look at the distance that you have, right? You're pretty far from the other, like the game. This is where you can check bigger. This is where like as you move into this space and like the ball is over here, like you have time to make this big check. See how big like this vision is in a way? That's where you can check big. But if you go here, and then all of a sudden the ball gets played like maybe back to the left back here. And now instead of it being like, this image isn't like really the best representation, but instead of it being that far, it's only like this far from you, right? It's a shorter distance. Now we got to start minimizing the distance and like the time of our checks. So we're going big check, ball starts to come our way. Now they get a little bit smaller, maybe one more big check if you have time, but they get smaller and smaller just to confirm the vision you already have. So the big check is to get like this image here, like just a loose image. The small checks are like, so this is like when you're here and you get to see all this vision. The small check is just to confirm, is just to confirm. Like instead of that big vision, it's just like this one. Does that make sense? You see how this one, like, again, you gotta work with me, like understanding like where this isn't really like a field here, just an example. But here, like you're checking for all this space. Now we're just checking to confirm that we have enough space to just like turn. Because we already know that like the opportunity is out there. Like we see that winger on the other side, he's there. All right, as the ball gets closer, we don't have time to have these huge checks. The most important thing with this is like actually process your checks. So many times I see guys and like they'll check their shoulder and the ball will come and they have space, but they'll just like go backwards. So like when you check, actually look. Actually look. This is something you can do in your team training. I have a video on how actually like you can do this properly. It'll lead you to driving more, like driving forwards more, scoring more goals. Is like what I did in high school. It's how I had 23 goals or 23 goal involvements in like 10 games. It's just like I worked on small micro movements like this. So if I knew this trick back in high school, I would have killed it, right? So have small checks, have big checks, and have that build towards your other skills that you're trying to master as a center mid. Okay, this is gonna help you a lot. So yeah, those are the three main things. Again, we want to position ourselves below the player to switch the ball. We want to move away, and we want to implement this idea of the big check, small check. Okay, we're checking big for like only 1 or 2 out of 10 times even, and we're checking small to confirm what we already saw. Hope that makes sense. If this is something that, like if you're a center mid and this is something that you want to work on, and like you know that you need more direction because you're already working hard and you just want to be part of that 1%, you know how difficult it is to get there. That's what I do. I literally work with center mids across the country so they can do that. It's exactly what I'm here for. So you can apply to work with me one-on-one. I typically don't work with anybody below like 14 years old because it does take some accountability. Ideally, if you're sophomore, junior, or senior, get into a group of guys that are all doing the same thing as you. It's something I'm really proud of. Okay, and we're seeing a lot of great results right now, especially with like the snow at the time that I'm writing this or recording this. Everybody else out there is just waiting for the summer to start training. My guys are getting after it right now. It's pretty sick, and we're doing a lot of film work to help with like these areas that we covered. Okay, so that's something that's going to help you. Then all you have to do is just go and apply to the first link in the description. You can apply to work with me. You're going to see a video that runs through the program. Then I'm going to reach out to you if you fill out the application. I'm going to reach out to you personally, get a better idea of who you are, and then we can see if it would make sense for us to work together. Okay, I don't just let in people that just want like free cone drills and like aren't really willing to put in the work. That's not someone I want as part of my community. Keep that standard high. Okay. Hope this helped. Talk to you soon.